E aí galera, quem tá falando aqui é o Bruno e nesse episódio vamos jogar só mais 5 minutos de A Golden Wake. Se você não viu o episódio passado, pausa esse aqui e vai assistir, porque senão vai ficar complicado de você entender. Eu vou dar uma ajudinha pra você. Clica aqui e vai lá assistir. Então vamos lá, vamos continuar a nossa aventura aqui.
Go on, kid. Get out there. Make yourself useful.
Tá, então... alguma coisa... eu não completei. Tá aqui o Alhambra Drugstore. Então, a gente saiu no episódio passado perseguindo o cara. A gente foi lá de novo, o que acontece? Ele já sai correndo.
So much for the element of surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
Aqui não dá pra gente pegar só apertando aqui. Será que tem alguma coisa aqui no cenário? Não. Aqui não tem nada. Se eu clicar nele, só fica falando e nada acontece. Aqui, nada. Acabou.
Damn it! He got away.
You couldn't keep up with the old guy?
He's a lot quicker than he looks. Let's get out of here. Maybe he'll come back to the store later.
Se eu entrar aqui, antes de eu começar a correr, eu tenho possibilidade de fazer alguma coisa? Não.
So much for the element of surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
Não dá pra fazer nada aqui. Eu tenho alguma coisa? Não. Então eu tenho que arrumar alguma coisa para esse cara parar.
Come.
Uma pedra. Tacar pedra nele. Sei lá, uma...
Damn it!
Não tem.
He got away.
You couldn't keep up with the old guy?
He's a lot quicker than he looks. Let's get out of here. Maybe he'll come back to the store later.
Por que isso que tá aqui? Eu achei que já tinha resolvido os problemas com o cara aqui. Será que tem que resolver aqui alguma coisa também?
Just a minute. Oh God, it's you.
Yeah, it's me.
What is it you need now? I don't want any more trouble.
Tá, não, você tá resolvido, né? Mas eu preciso de alguma coisa pra poder parar aquele cara lá. Ah, eu não posso procurar com o Fred na sala. Como é que eu
We need to have a talk, Mr.
tiro ele
Grey.
daqui?
What about, Mr. Banks?
That'll be all for now, I think.
Fernando, vou falar com ele. E com o Butch.
Butch, could you see about getting this guy out of the office for a few minutes? I need to have a look around.
Sure thing. Hey, Rughead, let's step outside for a minute.
I beg your pardon?
I need to talk to you in private. Outside. Now.
Yes. Yes, of course. Not a problem. Let's just step outside the door here.
Acha alguma coisa aí? What financial nothing. Folders. Nothing. Desk. Research. O que você procura na mesa dele é impecavelmente bem mantida. A única coisa que você faz de algum interesse é uma foto do Fred numa festa. Por que isso é de interesse? Fico pensando que pode vir a calhar, você mantém essa foto. Tá, consegui uma foto aqui. Parece que essa foto do Fred foi tirada numa festa recente. Interessante. Ah, e ó, o dono da farmácia tá aqui no fundo tomando um drink. Parece que ele tá um pouco bêbado do lado do Fred. Esse cara aqui. Então, quer dizer, nessa época era proibido beber. Então a gente tem alguma coisa que incrimina o cara. Então, a gente pode chegar lá e ameaçá-lo. É isso, vamos lá.
I'm afraid we've got to get going.
Fine. You can see yourselves out.
Então vamos lá e mostrar a foto pro cara. Vou mostrar
So
a
much
foto
for the
enquanto tá
element of
correndo.
surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
Vai ser difícil mostrar a foto enquanto estiver correndo, né? Parou.
So, you've been getting a little extra booze on the side from Freedy. I'm sure that would really interest Fatty.
What? How did you...
Ah, o cara diminuiu a velocidade. Eu consigo pegar
I
ele?
don't appreciate.
Não?
I don't.
Pode ser sumiu. Ah,
Was that really necessary?
Fine. Tell Fatty I'll get him his money. Now, get out of here and don't come back.
aí, ó. Completando todas as tasks, eu volto lá pro Walsh, no The Biltmore.
I have to say, that went smoother than I'd expected. You're not a bad partner, Butch.
Thanks. You ain't so bad yourself.
Rasgação de seda, hein? Olha o
Alfie,
Merrick.
there you are. Thank goodness I found you. Maybe you can help me understand what's going on. I've just spoken with Mr. Freedy at the administration office, and he told me that you and another man had harassed him. Why on earth would he say such a thing?
Confirmar. Agora I am a badass.
Because we had to convince him to pay for the alcohol he's been getting from Fatty Walsh.
You what? Do you mean to say you're working for that gangster?
Yes, I am. As of today, actually.
But why? What would make you do something so drastic?
Drastic? Hardly. I'm just doing what feels right. You've never appreciated anything I've done.
Now, Alfie, you know that isn't true.
I looked up to you, George. The day you hired me on the Coral Gables project was one of the best I can remember. I did everything I could to help it succeed, bent over backwards to get where we are today. And how do you repay me? By making that two-bit snake oil salesman Dammers mayor instead of me.
Alfie, listen.
No, I'm through listening. I'm through running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I'm through with you. When I came down here, my goal was to succeed like my father. Well, I can tell you right now, I've not only succeeded, I've surpassed anything he ever did, and I intend to surpass even the great George Merrick. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to report back to a boss who actually appreciates my hard work and doesn't just string me along like some floozy.
You have yourself a nice day, sir.
Não sei se foi a melhor maneira de dizer, não, mas ok.
So, how'd it go?
The drugstore owner and Freedy will have your money by tonight. The Gables Diner deal is off.
Off? What do you mean off?
The new owner's not interested in continuing the previous arrangement.
A teetotaler running a diner. Go figure. Well, at least you got the other two to pay. Nice job, kid. I gotta confess, I had my doubts for a while, but you've done good. Welcome to our little family, Banks. You're gonna fit in just fine.
Cuba. 28. Passaram-se alguns anos. É o Gato Muerto.
So this is the place? Looks like kind of a dump. You'd think the biggest rum runner in Cuba would be operating out of somewhere more refined.
Things work differently down here. Not everybody is as flashy as Fatty Walsh.
What was our guy's name again?
Jesus, Banks, I ain't your personal secretary. It's Manny Morales we're looking for. Try to keep it in your head this time, would you? Now enough jawing. Let's find this guy, make the deal, and get out of here. This whole island always gets me riled up.
Tá, a gente tem que conversar com essa mulher aqui pela minha experiência em Point and Click. A tiazinha. Qual
What do
é?
you need, darling?
Fale um pouco de
May
você.
I ask what it is you're waiting
O
for?
que você
out
tá
here?
esperando?
Clients?
Clientes.
What's your business exactly?
What?
Oh, you Yankees are so
Não
cute.
sabe o que ela faz,
He's
meu
a
amigo?
streetwalker, kid. Surprised you couldn't tell from a mile away.
Oh, I see.
You got any plans for tonight?
Afraid so, miss.
Too bad.
Too bad. Sobre a cidade.
Anything you can tell me about Havana?
It's the city where I grew up. You want a tour, you came to the wrong place. But if you want a good time that you can't get back in your country, you came to the right bar.
E sobre Manny Morales?
Do you happen to know Manny Morales?
Who is asking?
I don't think you need to know those details, young lady. Suffice to say, we're here on business from Miami.
I see. I didn't think you looked like a regular tourist. You're here to make a deal on rum, aren't you?
How did you...
You and your friend talk very loudly. Mr. Morales' office is behind the side door inside the bar, but he won't just let you in. He's very paranoid. You must give a password if you're going to get inside.
And do you know this password?
I might even be able to tell you what it is, for the right price.
Name it.
There is a man inside the bar. His name is Umberto. You recognize him by his stylish dress sense. He procured my services last week and still has not paid. Get my money from him and I'll tell you the password.
Thank you for your time.
See you later, handsome.
Ok, então a gente tem que achar esse Humberto e pegar a grana. É esse cara, né? O outro é o bartender. Aí, Humberto.
Mind if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
The name's Alfie Banks, by the way.
Humberto Suarez. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Banks.
Diga sobre você.
You seem like a man with taste. You in here regularly?
I am, yes. I find this place is an excellent spot to unwind. Aside from that, we get many tourists like yourself in here, which gives me the chance to practice my English.
Ok.
Can you tell me anything about Manny Morales?
I see him in here regularly, but I've rarely spoken with him. People of that sort are not the type I wish to associate with. I'm sure you understand.
E o dinheiro que você deve?
I had a little chat with the girl outside. She says you owe her some money.
I'm sure I have no idea what you are talking about.
Is that so?
Mr. Banks, if you wish to come in here and join me for drinks, that is one thing. But to blatantly insult my honor by implying that I would hire that floozy?
Relax, it was just a question. I meant no harm by it. Listen, I feel bad about what I said earlier. Can I make it up to you by getting you a drink?
I won't say no to that. What are we drinking?
Whisky.
Some whiskey, perhaps.
An interesting choice. Arturo, try me those whiskeys.
Tráeme dos whiskies, Arturo. Glass, vai, bebe. Bebe.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was
Você quer
quite
ficar
enjoyable. If you'd
tonto?
like to have some more, I will not say no.
Não consigo pegar.
Mind if I join you for?
Não.
Not at all.
It was a pleasure, but
Esse aqui.
Come back any.
Isso aqui é o cinzeiro. Bartender.
hi there. What's good to drink here?
Não
Do
fala nada.
you speak English?
Shakes his head.
Right. Well, no drinks for me then, I guess.
Vodka, whisky, rum, gin. Butch.
Let's talk a minute.
What is it?
Fale sobre você.
You okay? You seem a bit more on edge than usual.
I told you, Havana and I got some history that ain't so great.
Care to elaborate?
Not particularly. Look, I'll be fine. Once we finish, I'll just pop another sedative for the flight home and everything will be swell.
You mentioned you got sedatives. Could I have one?
Do I look like some kind of dope peddler to you?
No, I just thought having one might come in handy.
Planning on slipping someone a Mickey, are ya? Okay, I'm not gonna judge. Knock yourself out.
That isn't quite my plan, but thanks. You know anything else about this Morales guy?
I've heard the boss mention him a couple of times, but aside from what I already told you, nothing.
Do you think he knows we're coming?
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
Why does everything we do have to be so opaque?
Because if you go shouting your business from the rooftops, there's a good chance you'll wind up getting clipped.
Né?
Could you deal with Umberto? He's not very cooperative.
Sorry, kid, but this ain't the USA. I'm not much for starting international incidents just for the hell of it. I'm not getting my hands dirty here unless I absolutely have to.
Butch, I need you to help me out with a distraction.
What do you need me to do?
Get Umberto's attention while I'm sitting at the table. I'll give you the signal when I'm ready.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Let's
Quando eu
get
tô
back to
sentado
it.
na mesa. Ok. Então, vamos.
Mind if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
Peraí.
How about
Drink.
we have another drink?
Excellent. What are we drinking?
Dessa vez, rum.
How about some of your finest Cuban rum?
Now you are speaking my language. I guarantee you'll taste no finer rum anywhere else. Arturo, 2 rones, por favor.
Ok. Tá. Eu não posso pôr com ele olhando pra mim. É a hora da distração do Butch. Como é que eu faço o sinal pra ele? Clicar nele. Eu discretamente aceno por trás da cadeira, dando sinal pro Butch.
Excuse me, do you speako the English?
Speako the
I
English.
want el drinko, pronto.
Really? Such rudeness.
O cara virou. I want el drinko. Ó, aí ó. I want el drinko. Muito bom.
What is this? There is something in my drink.
What?
Are you sure?
Mr. Banks, I can clearly see through the liquid. Did you do this?
No, of course not.
That Arturo needs to clean these glasses better. I'll have him take the drinks away for now.
Como assim? Tá. O uísque era de cor diferente. Será que eu tenho que ser a bebida certa? Ó,
Mind if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
rum. Não
How
dá.
about we have
Excellent. What are we drinking?
Vou pegar o uísque de novo.
some whiskey, perhaps?
An interesting choice. Arturo, tráeme 2 whiskies.
Ó, ele já é diferente. Olha lá, Butch.
Hey, are you El Defo or just stupido? I'm trying to order a drink here.
Really?
É o
Such
Delfo.
rudeness.
Delfo. Eu não tenho sedativos. E agora? Será que ele tem mais pra me dar?
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd like to have some more, I will not say no.
Butch,
Butch,
let's talk a minute.
vamos lá. Dá mais
What is it?
das pílulazinhas doidas aí.
Butch, I'm gonna need another sedative.
You're lucky I've got so many.
Let's get back to it.
Vamos lá.
Mind if I
Whisky.
join you?
Not a-
How
My
about we have
drink.
another
Excellent.
some whiskey?
An interesting choice. Arturo, tráeme 2 whiskey.
Ok. Butch. Vamos ver o que você vai falar dessa vez.
Listen up, Meng. I want a drink. Do you even understand what I'm saying?
Understando.
Really? Such
Muito bom. Aí, ó. Vamos ver se agora vai. A gente tem que beber, né?
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd like to have some more, I will not say no.
Bebeu. Apagou. Ah, 20 cuban pesos. Pegamos os pesos cubanos. Vamos dar lá pra mulherzinha. Lady.
This is what Umberto was carrying. I hope it's enough to settle his debt.
It will have to do. If you want to get in to see Morales, just knock on the door and tell whoever opens the slot that Rosalinda sent you.
Rosalinda.
Got it. Thank you.
Rosalinda. Tá, deve ser essa porta, né?
Rosalinda sent me.
Well, this don't look so good.
What the hell happened here?
Looks like our friend got himself a bad case of lead poisoning.
He doesn't look like he's been dead very long, but I didn't hear any shots.
Something ain't right here. This has setup written all over it.
I'll have a look around, see if I can
Cadê
find
o cara
anything
que
that might
abriu?
tell us
Alguém
more.
abriu a porta. Getúlio nos poder. Você procura pelos papéis ali, mas estão todos escritos em espanhol. Entretanto, tem um que tem o nome de Tom Walsh várias vezes.
So Morales at least knew Fatty existed. Maybe he was expecting us.
Isso aqui não são interessantes. Essa cadeira tombada aqui, alguém saiu pela janela, é isso?
These windows are the only other possible way out of here, and they're both locked.
E a cadeira? A cadeira está tombada. Quem quiser que tivesse sentado ali, levantou rapidamente.
Someone beat us to the punch, it seems. So Morales was meeting with someone already, even though he knew about Fatty. Wait a minute. Butch, we've been so wrapped up in figuring out what happened that we forgot the most obvious question. If Morales was already dead when we got here, then who opened the door?
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the Havana rum running trade is currently under new management.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
Quem é você,
I'm
meu
the new
amigo?
boss.
Same as the old
Entendo.
boss, I'd wager.
Be quiet, Yankee.
Why did you kill Morales?
It was time for a change of the business. He held a monopoly on rum export for far too many years now, not giving others like me a chance to shine. I would say that was rather unfair, wouldn't you?
We came here to make a deal on behalf of Fatty Walsh back in Miami.
Yes, I know this. I'm sorry, but as the new head of the business, I will have to politely decline your offer.
I don't think Fatty will be too pleased by that.
That's not my problem. I have more reputable clients I can deal with. Walsh is nothing to me.
You sure about that, Chico?
Please, put the gun away. There is no need for this nonsense. There will be no deal with Walsh. That is final. Now please, be on your way before I...
What did you do that for?
The asshole deserved it. Now let's get out of here before these Cubans start asking questions.
This is just great. Another assignment gone to pot. You really need to work on that itchy trigger finger of yours, Butch.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Is that what we're supposed to say to Fatty? Sorry, we couldn't make the deal because Butch shot the guy in the face?
Banks, I'm
Vocês
really
estão falando alto
starting
demais,
to...
a mulher tá
Gentlemen, please. I've heard married couples bigger than you two.
Stay out of this, would you?
Fine. If you want to go back to your boss of failure, I will.
What are you talking about?
The man who went in and killed Morales was Rogelio Vargas, the only other major rum runner in town. His takeover attempt has been a long time coming. The other night, Morales told me about his meeting with Fatty Walsh's men. I knew Vargas hated Walsh and would make his move if he knew about the deal. So I tipped him off. Vargas took care of Morales, and you took care of Vargas, as I expected.
So you played us all. But why?
Isn't it obvious? There is now a vacancy in the bootleg rum trade. You can go home and tell your boss I'll be happy to open up a route for him.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Let's go, Butch. I'm starting to see why you and Havana don't get along.
So, we still on for next week, Rosa?
Wouldn't miss
Rosa?
it for anything, handsome.
Ela é a Rosalinda. Olha aí, ó.
Huh? Fine, I'm coming. What?
Boss wants to see you. Says it's important.
Fine, tell him I'll be up in a few minutes.
Who is that?
Mrs. Grundy, come to tell us the party's over.
Oh, forget that noise. Just come back to bed.
Afraid I can't. I'm not in the habit of ignoring orders from upstairs.
Fine. Your loss.
Ok, então nós vamos terminar por aqui, moçada. Se curtiu o vídeo, dá um like aí no YouTube, compartilha com os amigos e assina o canal. Um abraço e até a próxima.